Hello everyone, welcome to This Day. It's Monday, March 24th. I'm your host, Bree Cox Kennedy. Hope everyone had a great weekend. It was absolutely beautiful. How many of you made it out to the Hogue Classic? I was out there yesterday and wow, what a treat just to be able to walk the course and watch the players. It was just absolutely glorious. So hope you got an opportunity to do that. On today's show, Paul's going to be here with us and Dr. Leif Loberg, and he is the Loberg Dental Center Chief Dentist. I'm looking forward to seeing that interview. And then later in the show, we have Republican Club with Pat Mycone and Betty Leiker. They're going to be telling us about the mission of California Policy Center. So we are looking forward to both of those. But first, folks, we want to keep you informed. The Disaster Preparedness Task Force and the VMS Security Services Department invite all current and new volunteers to join an important upcoming meeting for building and good neighbor campaigns. This will be taking place Wednesday, March 26th from 10 a.m. to noon in Clubhouse 7. Let's take a look at our 5-day forecast for Laguna Woods Village. Over the next 5 days, we can expect a gradual cooling trend with morning clouds and fog giving way to afternoon sunshine for the rest of the week. High temperatures will decrease from a high of today at 77 down to a cooler 64 by Friday. Lows will be in the low 50s, so we're still in jacket season, folks. Take it with you. Sunrise this morning was at 6:48 a.m. Sunset will be at 7:05. We thank Alan Clark for sending us that lovely sunset photo. Don't you love that it's staying light later in the day? Oh my gosh, I can get so much more done. Next up, folks, we've got some meetings to tell you about, and then we'd like you to send us your photos. Please send us those at lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Please send us your name, where the photo was taken, and in a horizontal format, please. Now we'll tell you about those meetings, and then after the break, Loberg Dental Center. Stay with us.
Hi, my name is Annette, owner of Window Jazz. We're here in Laguna Woods, replacing old windows with new, energy-efficient, state-of-the-art products. We're here with our installation team, upgrading old windows to make this property feel new and beautiful. New replacement windows and doors will make a major impact on the appearance of this home. They'll increase the property value and save homeowners money by reducing energy costs while providing a comfortable indoor climate. Let Window Jazz do the same for you. Call us today for a free consultation.
Your smile is key to your overall health. Put it into good hands with Loberg Dental. We are restorative dentistry experts specializing in fillings, crowns, dental implants, root canals, and more. Come experience our exceptional care for yourself with a special offer for new patients. Your first exam and set of x-rays is free without insurance. Let us give you something to smile about. Visit drloberg.com today to make an appointment and get your free exam and x-rays.
Welcome back to the program, and joining us on the set now is Dr. Leif Loberg. Thanks for joining us today on the show.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're just down the street from us, right?
We are in the old Laguna Hills Courthouse, what
Right.
was formerly the courthouse.
Exactly. That was there for many, many years, and then you've gone into that location now. How's that going so far?
So far, it's been couldn't be better. It's
Yeah.
been amazing.
Good.
Yeah. We actually opened there in 2016, so next year we are 10-year anniversary in the spot.
Wow, it goes fast, right?
It does.
A lot of talk, especially on stocks and different markets about AI. Everything's AI now, right? But AI is also involved in dentistry as well, and that's something you wanted to talk to us about, is how artificial intelligence is helping the entire medical field, but especially in your field.
Absolutely. So AI is a huge difference maker in terms of creating products and outcomes for patients, especially in the digital design world.
Okay.
It's really taken it to the next level.
Yeah.
One of the things that we're really excited about is in the scanning and production technology.
Okay.
So you can have a patient come in, prepare a tooth, let's say, for a restoration, crown or a bridge or an onlay, feed the digital scans into a computer, and AI that operates in the backbone creates from an AI library
Wow.
essentially a perfect morphological tooth
Wow.
without the old-fashioned wax up and the knife and the heating plates
the
and all.
molding and even back in the old days, it seemed like people were shoving baseball cards into your mouth to get X-rays, right?
Right,
And-
right.
And like me, I have a Torah, so when they start doing that, it's uncomfortable, right? So this actually will help a lot of people that have that symptom.
Right,
Yeah.
and AI now with digital radiography, just simple X-rays,
Wow.
the analysis behind periodontal pockets, behind bone loss, behind gum measurements,
Yeah.
behind tooth wear, AI can really feed the entire system and really give you a report card on,
Right.
on how things look and the outcome of your health.
Why? Guess now you can actually see things that you couldn't see before, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's. I look back 25 years ago when I graduated, and we didn't even have these tools. They weren't even invented.
Right.
And now, without them, I don't know how we would operate today.
Right. And what do you think is going to happen in the next 10 years? I mean, it's just this evolution of AI and technology in the medical field especially has just, been going very quickly the last 5 to 10 years. But you can imagine what kind of new technology, new techniques will be coming out in dentistry and everything else.
Yeah, so that's a fantastic question. And I think how the next 5 to 10 years looks in dentistry is an enormous push towards biologics and regeneration of and preserving of tissue and tissue engineering.
Right.
The less you have to harvest or steal from a patient, and the more you can grow it, the patient's own, like 3D biological printing, and have that implemented into a treatment plan, tissue defects and so forth. They're really pushing the limits. I can think of, for example, regrowing bone in areas where patients are deficient. There's a huge amount of research that's coming down the pipeline in that field.
And that's what people don't realize too, because the dentures are fading. That's like an old technology that obviously worked for many decades, and now we have the full arch. And having a strong bone structure is what you need when you start doing full arch and things of that nature, right?
Correct. And obviously, if you think back to when you were a kid, the teeth just didn't show up in your mouth overnight. It was a long process. And the daily grind of being a kid and getting banged up and getting things broken and falling off a bicycle, and it's happened to countless numbers of individuals. So the denture, which replaced a full set of teeth that were removable, is now migrated to something that is fixed, which doesn't shuffle around in the mouth, and really gives the ability.
And uncomfortable at times.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, and creates sores and blisters and so forth. We now have the ability to, utilizing posts or dental implants, anchor a permanent set of teeth in a single visit.
Right.
And giving that patient back their life, to the ability to chew, speak, eat, and just enjoy socially
And that's amazing, because you said in a single visit. So in a business day, you can do all of this work and send someone home with a full set of teeth, correct?
Correct.
Wow.
Absolutely. So the patient comes in the morning. Typically, these procedures are done under general anesthesia, and it makes it super comfortable for a patient.
Wow.
You wouldn't think of getting a knee or a hip replaced you know,
in a couple times. Hey,
Right.
we'll do a couple hours, you come back and we'll finish it, right? Wow.
Right, and so dentistry has really followed that medical field. Hip replacements, they get the patients up and walking immediately.
Right.
Number one, to avoid you know, muscle atrophy, but also to avoid blood clots and things, and to really speed healing. And so the mouth is no different. We put the posts in, we connect the teeth to those posts, and then we have the patient immediately put them into function, whether it be speech, you know, soft to light chewing.
Yeah. So I imagine there's quite a bit of prep work before you get in there for that day. You know, you got a lot of planning. It's just like, this is what we're going to do. And then once they get in, the plan, the dental plan is ready to go?
Right. So the planning is critical. Utilizing the technology from three-dimensional x-rays and radiographs to scanning technology and to designing the outcome customized for the patient on how their teeth are going to wind up in their bite, and then executing it on that day of surgery. So really it's a records collection appointment, I call it, and then a surgery and delivery appointment.
Wow. Now you also have a 911 emergency service as well, like so if someone falls and breaks a tooth, or you're a hockey player, you could take a puck to the mouth. I mean, you guys can help them out if there's, you know, something that's just happened right away, unexpected.
Right, and that happens to a lot of patients. They're out to dinner, they're at an event, and they'll bite into something unexpectedly and snap off a front tooth. And the technology that we have today to be able to replace whatever is damaged underneath with a dental implant and connect a tooth to put them back into function so that it looks like nothing's happened is just a game changer.
Right. Wow. So dentistry is really changing, you know, right? And your practice is changing too. I know you've brought on a couple of new doctors as well in the last couple of years. You know, how is that expansion working out for you and the rest of the doctors in the office?
So far, it's been amazing. I mean, obviously, I can't see everyone, and to be able to teach younger up-and-coming doctors, I'm already 25 years pretty much into my career, and it just has gone by like a blink of an eye. Yeah. And so to impart really, you know, critical knowledge to the profession and to a younger team of docs when they come in, the whole goal was to be able to have that same experience, whether you see the founder or an associate. So that was really my goal originally. Yeah,
and keeping the level of service, you know, at the highest level, you know, just as if they were seeing you on a regular basis.
Correct.
Right. So you're located right there off Moulton Parkway, not too far away. Probably took you, what, 5 minutes to get here?
Right.
So not too bad.
Yep, so the old Laguna Hills Courthouse, located right beside the Crossline Church.
Okay.
Some folks in the neighborhood know where Saddleback, the Dr. Menger's office is.
Oh, of course. Your neighbor, huh?
Right, so they're right on the front of Moulton, and so we're just kind of tucked in behind. Right. And it's really a full medical facility there. Nice. So you can come in, and you know there are foot doctors in the premise. There's dermatology. There's kidney and endocrine, and then of course we're one of the
handle dentistry,
the dental groups in the area.
Nice. Well, if you want more information, I do encourage you to go to their website. That's drloberg.com, and they'll have wonderful videos and some testimonials and get you all the information you might need. Again, they're going to be right down the street on Moulton Parkway. And if you want to give them a call at 586-1930. Thanks so much for joining us on the program today.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for the invite.
Absolutely. We're going to be back with more of our program right after this.
Do you have cavities, broken or missing teeth, tooth pain, or other dental problems? These issues can create more problems than you think, including affecting your overall health. Don't wait until it's too late. Contact Loberg Dental today, and your first exam and set of x-rays is free without insurance. It's a great way for you to experience our high-quality level of patient care while saving money, too. Visit drloberg.com to schedule your free exam and x-rays today.
Discover the art of beauty with Noble Art Aesthetics in Laguna Hills. Led by Nita Mansour, a board-certified physician assistant and master injector since 2012. We enhance your natural beauty with precision and care, offering Botox, fillers, microneedling, skincare, and other anti-aging treatments. Every service helps you feel and look your best. Want luxury at your doorstep? We even offer mobile services and Botox parties. Give us a call today to start your journey to natural, beautiful results.
Fires are contained and the rains have arrived. Now is the perfect time to prepare before the next major emergency. Do you have your go bag ready? A go bag is an emergency kit packed with essential items in the event of a quick evacuation. It should be easily accessible and light enough to carry. Some essentials belong in every go bag, like medications, food, water, first aid kits, and more. Check and refresh your go bag regularly. Be prepared and stay safe.
And welcome back, folks. Here with us now, we've got the ladies from the Republican Club. We welcome Pat Micone and Betty O'Liker. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Welcome back to the show.
Yeah, good to
I love
see you
how you're
again.
just so festive and it's so fun.
Yeah, it is.
Even outside of the political season, right?
Right.
It just
Everyone loves to see a
continues
flag.
On and on and on.
Yes,
Well, appreciate your
yes.
patriotism.
Thank you.
So we missed last month, so let's just dive in because you got a couple of great speakers
Yes.
We do.
coming up soon. So Betty, what can you tell us about Speaker Mary
Barkey.
Barkey? Tell us
She's a
about
very busy lady. She's very involved with the California Policy Center, which protects California families, workers, advocates, and entrepreneurs from fighting government overreach.
That's a very important
It's a big
thing to talk
mission,
about.
and their mission is to secure a more prosperous future for all Californians. And I think the big thing they were successful with was allowing the opportunity for teachers to opt out of the union with no repercussions. So that was one of their big successes.
They bought the Janus case. Well, initially the California policy worked on a case with our local teacher, Rebecca Friedrichs. And when Rebecca, they had prepared her to go to the Supreme Court to bring the case before the court to allow them to opt out. And Supreme Court Justice Scalia passed away. So that was on his docket. So her case went back. And then eventually they brought another gentleman out of the Midwest, Mr. Janus, and out of that came the Janus report. So it really was a really landmark case because all these years, teachers have not been able to, they've had to pay money every year, at least $1,000 a year, and it would often go to things that they didn't believe in and they didn't support. So now they can opt out, and I think about 30% of teachers are now opting out. There's still a lot. Some are still there. They still get pressured, and Rebecca Friedrichs would say bullied to stay in the union. But they have the ability to opt out. So that's one of the big purposes of the California Policy Center.
That's fantastic. Now, does that apply nationally?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so do you think that other states are now going to start opting out as well?
Yeah, they can throughout the United States. There's teachers unions throughout the United States and other unions, but it's mostly with the teachers union that Janus supported. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was an exciting time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Will O'Neill is the new chairman for Orange County Republican Party.
Yeah.
Do you know what his goals are?
Will, pardon me?
Do you know what his goals are?
I do. I just spoke to him last week. Will, he was mayor of Newport Beach. He's a young guy. He's only in his 40s, so he's really young. And we had Fred Whitaker for 10 years, and Fred now stepped down, and then we're excited to have Will, a young man with a lot of energy and ideas. And he was mayor of Newport Beach from 2020 to 24, and now he's our new chairman. He wants to really reinforce and strengthen local candidates, Bree. You know, we've now won the election. You know, the American people gave us a mandate now for the Republicans, conservatives to fix and restore our nation. So Will wants to focus locally because we know that a lot of it, like with our city councils, our school boards, that's where we have a lot of threats to Democrats trying to take over those seats. We lost 3 congressional seats in Orange County. We have 4. We got Young Kim, but we lost 3. So we can't let that happen in 2026. And I know the Democrats would too be working on that. So I'm glad we have Will. He's young. He's got a lot of energy, and we want to work together. We're supporting President Donald Trump and all he's doing, and we're going to be supporting Will too. He's coming. He's going to speak at our Spotlight Hour, and we're looking forward to having him tell us what his plans are.
Do you have any idea how he's going to look and find and secure candidates?
No, I don't. I think that's what he's going to talk about.
I hope so. And from what I see, part of Mary's role is working with these candidates to prepare them to go out and speak on policy and different things that they would be in charge of.
Yeah, because they need support, they need resources, lots of times they need coaching.
Yes, that's her role.
Yeah.
Wow.
One of her roles.
One of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what's on tap for the next 9 months for you two?
Well, for us this year, we want it to be, we have Washington doing a lot of work. They've got their agenda. We want to build up our members. We want to encourage and equip them. 2026 is going to be a big year because we got to keep young Kim, in her role on the federal level, support our president. We got a lot of things to overcome. I was telling Betty earlier, I'm concerned about the judicial tyranny going on right now. President Trump has the American people gave him a mandate, but now he's getting a lot of resistance from the other parties. So our challenge, Bree, is to help him get through those. So judicial tyranny is something we have to, and we're hoping that either the legislature, the Congress, and the Supreme Court will help come in and define really what needs to be done. Because President Trump was elected, and now he has a mandate from the American people, majority of the American people, and he has the right, as the chief executive, to get through the mandate that the American people gave him.
Sure, yeah. What do you think is the resistance?
Well, they want power. The Democrats were in power. They had their 4 years. Now we have our 4 years. They want power. And I think DOGE is a really good example because now, we're discovering all the waste, fraud, and abuse. You'd think that'd be a nonpartisan issue that, who wouldn't want to get rid of it? So I think our friends on the other side need to really think about what they're resisting. We're trying to bring our country back. We're trying to balance a budget. No family can sustain their lives without a balanced budget. So there's a lot to do.
$8 dozen eggs.
Yes.
That's a bargain these
One was
days.
$13 yesterday.
They were.
Was it really?
Yes, the ones I used to buy. Yeah. So
Wow.
anyway, it's a big job, and we're just trying to strengthen our club this year, and we're growing our membership. We've out of this election, people are joining. Yeah, they are, because we know. I feel we no longer need to be worried about talking about. We've been censored. We've been censured. We've been kind of tamed down. So I think people now are proud to say that they're a Trump supporter. They're a conservative American. And we want to restore it to what our founding fathers gave us.
Wonderful. Well, let's give over the details again on your meeting. It's coming up April 4th, Clubhouse 5. You've got your social hour starting at 11, right?
Right.
And then lunch at 12.
Yes.
12:15.
Our keynote speaker, which will be Mary Barkey, she'll start about 11:40. We open with a prayer and our invocation and Americanism, and then we get into the meeting, and then we have lunch, and then Will O'Neill will be our spotlight speaker after lunch.
And we have our new members luncheon coming up this week too.
Yes. Our
New members.
Oh, yes,
New
yes,
members,
you're right.
yes.
We have a new members welcome event once or twice a year, so we're going to have that this Thursday. So new members, you're welcome to come to Clubhouse 7 from 2 to 5 this coming Thursday, March 27th.
All
We've
right.
sent invitations out to them so they know.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
a quick reminder never hurt.
No.
right.
And April
Thanks.
4th, we ask people to please, anyone's welcome to join us, so just please send in your check by Friday or call Patty Zingaro at 303-886-9600 if they want to come.
All right, ladies. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Bree.
Thank you, Bray.
Thanks. And we'll be right back after these messages with Monday night's movie preview. Stay with us.
Community Bridge Builders and the African American Heritage Club proudly present The Spirit of Harriet Tubman, Saturday, May 31st at 4 p.m. at the Laguna Woods Village Performing Arts Center. Tickets at the PAC box office, $20, $30, and $40. For more information, call Rebecca Gillard at 949-452-0464 or Willie Phillips at 310-877-2819. You don't want to miss this one.
We promise to meet you with an open heart and curious mind. To never have the answers before we've heard your story. Because you are not everyone else, and healthcare is not one size fits all. Highest performing hospital, top ranked physicians, 50 convenient locations, right here in Orange County. You, empowered by Hoag.
Coming soon to the Irvine Barclay Theater.
Food is really an international language. It has this incredible ability to bring people together.
And welcome back to the show. Let's take a look at tonight's movie preview. It's called Wolves with Brad Pitt and George Clooney. It's brought to us by Providence Mission Hospital. It's going to be shown at 2 p.m. with subtitles, 6 p.m. without subtitles. And the plot is about two rival fixers who cross paths when they're both called in to help cover up a prominent New York official's misstep. Over one night, they'll have to set aside their petty grievances and their egos to finish the job. Sounds intense. All right, let's take a look at our 5-day forecast coming up. Today's high is going to be in the high 70s. 77. We have seen up to 79, so we'll see where that lands us. And then we're actually tapering off in the temperatures down to about 64, 66 on Friday. So much cooler, temps dropping a little over 10 degrees throughout the week. We've got some morning fog that's coming in for the majority of the week, Tuesday through Friday, but burning off into nice, beautiful, sunny days. So we look forward to that. All right, folks, well, that's going to do it for this episode of This Day. From all of us here, we wish yours a beautiful one.